Okay, team the team qualify team the yard you have to write your name there on the sheet. Okay, these three things you have to write neatly. Did all of you bring an exam pad? We asked all of you to bring. Okay, so please keep it ready. Take out your exam pad, take out your pen, pencil, and be ready. We are still waiting for some teams to come.
I understand now. We can turn it around. The paper put
Teams, have you all decided who is team A, who is team B? Yes? Okay, very good. So, there is no confusion, right? Same school, both teams will not say team A. Yes? Okay. One is team A, one is team B. Okay, very good. So, do you all know what is Kwiztopia about? Anyone this one here? Huh? And what do you think we do? The company is Learning Matters. So what do you think we do at Learning Matters? Education? Wonderful, excellent. What is your name?
Fauzana.
Excellent. So Fauzana said, we are trying to improve education. You are absolutely correct, Fauzana. So B is important? Yes? Okay, important or very important? Very important and enrich our knowledge. Very good. Any other answer? Okay, to improve your knowledge. Teachers, you never use a learning technique. The grades are matching that or what? Exam grades are matching that? Yes? Teachers are all smiling. Yes, the learning is very, very important, right? Learning is the one thing we should never stop doing. Correct? So, what we do at Learning Matters is, we also understand that learning is very, very, very important. And what we do is, we work to make sure that both students and teachers continue to learn. Okay? Do you think that once you become a grown-up, that you don't have to learn anymore? We need to. Because until the day that we are all on this earth, we all continue to learn. Every day. Right? Just think about it. Every day we continue to learn. Even we grown-ups continue to learn. So learning is very important both for students and for teachers. That is what we do at Learning. Okay? We ensure that students are able to learn the English language really, really well, and we ensure that teachers also are able to continue and they can become even better, even more efficient teachers. Okay? So thank you all so much for being here today. Learning Matters is very, very delighted to have you. What we will do now is we will distribute the written freedom. The sheet will be one per school. Okay, So, and remember, you have to write important points, full name, maintain silence, one more. No cheating, no copying, same thing. Okay, so take it very seriously. Okay, be very truthful. 120. 120, right? Every team has received one. Yes, okay. So no cheating, no copying, be very honest. Please make sure there is at least one chair gap between teams. Okay? So that when you are discussing, you can discuss very softly between the two of you. And while you are doing that, I would like to welcome Siraj, who has come all the way.
Thank you, Mr. Saraswati. And again, I also welcome all the students and all the teachers to this quiz. So we will get started in a few minutes. I've been quizzing since my school days, now it's almost 25. And I still continue to be interested in quizzing, travel to other cities and there are quiz competitions to take part and so on. Hopefully some of you carry that passion with you in the future. Uh, like someone asked before, how many of you have quizzed before? Are there any competitions within your school or outside your school and so on? Within the school, outside the school? Within the school? Okay, is this first competition you have gone or come to outside your school? Please put down your other things. You can take out a notebook. And you see the teammates, you can decide who has the better handwriting, and that person can write, take charge of writing the answers. On the so you can put on your school name and then say A or B, right? Say, for example, if your school is Tirunelveli High School, just put Tirunelveli High School A or B. Okay, and then you don't have to give any team name, but if you want to, you can do that. But that's not necessary. But do give your names. Your two names. Where it says participants, put down your names. And then we'll have 15 questions in the preliminary round, so you can put down numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Most answers require just a couple of words maximum. Uh, if there are more words, I'll let you know, and I'll give you clues if I think the question is a little difficult. So you can there's enough space for all the questions. If you run out of space on this side, you can turn it over right on the other side, so no problem. So there's plenty of space here. And, the way the event will work today is after the prelims, we will correct your answer sheets, and then about half of the teams here will go on to the next stage. We'll go on to the stage, 8 teams at a time. So only 32 teams go to the next stage in 4 batches. So 8 teams at a time. You will go on, and you will again we'll have some more questions there. And from each of those 4 matches, 4 teams will be selected for the grand final. So you have a good shot at going through it. About 1/4 of the teams, 20% of the teams here will go on to the grand finals in about a couple of weeks. So, the quizzes you have taken part before, whether in Tamil or English, have you taken part in quiz in English before? Yes. Okay. You watch any quiz programs on TV? What programs do you like? What quiz programs have you watched on television? Have you followed the BSNL sports quiz on Doordarshan and so on? Okay, what's your favorite quiz program? Okay. Which version do you like best? Tamil version or the Hindi version? Telugu? A couple of my friends used to work there, and one of them actually still does. Do you find it? You can answer some questions. Okay, you can answer. We are expecting a few more teams. We'll wait another 5 minutes and we'll start at 9:40. Just explain a couple of more things about the. Okay, like I said, full screen. Should we move the stage or something a little bit? Or should we? Is this better? Or the bottom? Can you see it now from the back? Teams on the last couple of rows, are you able to see it? Okay, great. On this side, taking lagging. Okay, now the last row, தெரியுதுங்களா? தெரியுங்களா? So if you don't know an answer or you're guessing and the answer is wrong, doesn't matter, you won't get any negative points. So feel free to take a guess for every question. Even if you don't know, take some guess. Register some of your teammates within your team and then put down some answer for every question. And there may be ties possible two teams may end up on the same score. If you do, we will take your answers between questions 5 to 10 and whichever team has scored more on those 6 questions alone, they may win the tiebreaker. If at all it is a tie. So we'll come to that later. You don't have to worry about that. And you have any questions before we get started? Get started in a few minutes. Yeah, what's your question? No, it's fine. I think some questions you may have. I think some questions you may have choices, so you may have to choose with that. Okay, we'll get started. So all teams, you can have your pen, pencil, and your answer sheet ready. And all the best to all the teams. Okay, first question. 1639, the ruler of Chandragiri granted a lease of land to Francis Day, which later became a great Indian metropolis. Which of these 4 cities was founded by Francis Day in 1639? So you can say Bombay or Delhi or Calcutta or Chennai. You will be given 4 choices. Which one of these 4 is correct? So you can choose. Don't just say A or B. clearly. Just so, which city was founded in 16 by Francis Day using a lease of land given by the ruler of Chandragiri? Okay. So what we will do is we'll go through the 15 questions. Take about a minute or so for every question, and then we will again run through all the 15 questions, but faster, so that you can just check your number in and make sure you put the answer against the correct question number, that you have not interchanged the question number and answer. So on. So this is the news. So which event, the winner of which event gets this trophy? So look at what that resembles, especially in the top. Okay. I want to also mention, please write your answer as legibly as possible. So whoever is correcting should be able to understand what you have written. So don't write it in a hurry, just take your time. So please do write slowly and clearly. Take all capital letters. Okay, we'll move on to the next question, question number 3. In honor of Edward VII, the King of England, he was then Prince of Wales. He visited Jaipur. Something remarkable was done to the city, which resulted in the city being given what name? So, what nickname was given to the city of Jaipur after something remarkable was done there to commemorate on the when? And what do you think was done to the city of Jaipur because of which it got its nickname? So, think if you know what is the nickname for Jaipur, what do you think was done there which got it that nickname? Okay. If I'm going to things, do let me know. I'll go a little slower. Otherwise, I'll move on to the next question. Okay. The cock and pen are the male and female of which aquatic bird? So we've given you 4 choices. Is it the seagull? Is it the swan? Is it the cormorant? Or is it the penguin? The cock and rooster. You don't put down A, B, C, or D. You put down. So if you think this is the Brideshwara temple, put down Tanjavur, not put down the Brideshwara temple. Right? So I wanted to give you where this heritage site is located. Okay. Looks like a couple of teams have just now arrived. We will give them the instructions, let them take a seat. There are a couple of chairs here. If you want, they can come to the front. A couple of plastic chairs here. Go chair. Okay, is there one more chair somewhere? There's one chair. Sit carefully so that it doesn't. You can sit here or something. Okay. Okay, give them an answer sheet. Okay. In your answer, are you in the same school? Okay. You will be team A. So in your answer sheet, it says school name. Put down your school name and say team A. If your school name is some XYZ, put XYZ team A. You put down XYZ team B. Okay, you will be team B from your school. And then put down your two names in the place where it says participants. We have finished 4 questions. This is question number 5. Right? So why don't you uh, put down number, go to the next stage. I'll come to that later. Uh, so this is question number 5. So when you have time, you can put down your school name and your two names later. But this is question number 5. Where is this heritage site in India located? Right? I want the name of a place. I don't want the name of this heritage site. But which location? Right? If you think this is Brihadeshwara temple, put down Tanjavur. Don't put down Brihadeshwara temple. Right? So I want what place this is located. You can see that it appears in the new 50 rupee note in India. So which place in India is this site located in? Okay. We'll go to question number 6. This is the cross of Lorraine. On which popular edible item would you have come across? Okay. A lot of you would have had this item and a lot of us would love it. Look at the colors. See if you can, that gives you a clue. Right? What are the colors there? What popular, very popular, I'm sure a lot of you like it. Where would you have seen this kind of a cross? Edible, something that you eat, right? Edible item, right? Something that you eat. I'm sure a lot of you have had this and really, really love it. So you can look at the colors, white and black. Why do you think you would have seen with what edible item would you have seen those colors? It comes in a few variants these days, but the original item came in these colors. So watch what edible item has this cross of Lorraine. Right? It's a specific item. I don't want you to tell me like a generic name. Don't tell me juice, right? Tell me specific brand of juice. Right? So if you think it's juice, you have to give me a specific item. Okay. So if you think it's like a cola, you tell me Coca-Cola or something. Okay, we'll go on to the next question. Again, one more multiple choice. You have to pick out the right answer. The National Unity Day or Rashtriya Ekta Divas is observed to commemorate the birth anniversary of which leader? Is it Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Indira Gandhi, APJ Abdul Kalam, or Atal Bihari Vajpayee? So pick up whichever you think is right. Write down that answer. Don't write the. Okay. We'll move on to question 8. In which fictional detective, also seen in the type of a hat? This type of hat is known as a deer slayer. Which fictional detective, that is not a real life person but who appears in stories? So I want you to give me the name of a fictional detective who wears this type of a hat. A lot of you would have heard of this fictional detective, seen this person on TV or maybe in some movies. So which fictional detective wears this type of a hat, which is known as a deer slayer? That's just some extra information for you. Okay, moving on to the next question. Who is the new owner of Twitter? Right? So this person whose face we have hidden here, and who is very popular, famous for other things, but who is also now the new owner of Twitter. How many of you are use Twitter or are on Twitter? Okay, very few hands. Yes, you don't have permission to go on Twitter yet. Okay, moving on to the next question. What word used widely in emails, SMS, WhatsApp messages is derived from two Japanese words that mean picture and character? All of you would be familiar with this, but may not know that it comes from two Japanese words. You may also use this. So think about something that is associated with emails, WhatsApp, SMS messages, and so on, and whose name means or whose name comes from Japanese two words meaning picture and character. Okay, moving on to the next question. If you watch the video, who wrote the book on which this movie is based? You may not make the sound, but who wrote the book on which this movie was or is based? Okay. One thing about quizzes, typically when we ask for the name of a person, uh, author of this book on which the movie is based. So typically in quizzes, when they ask for the name of a person, it's enough to give the surname, right? So for example, my name is Rajagopal, but I'm not going to give my first. If I have the answer, this you will have to say Rajagopal. You don't have to give my first name and so on. So that's it. Unless there are multiple people with the same surname, but there will be a confusion, then someone will ask, say, give your full name. But otherwise, the uh, usually in quizzes, we just give the last name or the surname by which this person is known. So I can give one of two answers, I will accept that. One more thing, the spelling always doesn't have to be exact, right? As long as it sounds like the right answer, usually accepted in quizzes. Unless they say you have to give the exact spelling, then the exact spelling is required. Okay, so that's a little bit about how quizzes work. Okay, moving on to the next question. Okay, there's a question about English. Fill in the blank and give me a one word. This word has 7 letters. It is a noun, and it is the meaning of this word is the practice of traveling for recreation. Right? So this is like a spelling bee plus like this question because you don't know the exact word. A usage for this word is India has spent a lot of money recently to encourage dash. So what is this word? It has 7 letters. It's a noun and whose meaning is the practice of traveling for recreation. Okay, so for this question, I will need the exact spelling. Right? The spelling has to be exact, has to be 7 letters. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. Okay, there are 4 pictures on the right, you can see. There is one word which is common to all these 4 pictures, and this word has 5 letters. So, what is the word common to all these 4? Common word in all those 4 things. I need a 5 letter name here. For this question, I will accept one of 2 variations, 2 different spellings as possible. There's one British spelling and one American spelling, so either of them I will accept. So either of them I will accept. Okay. We'll go on to the next question. His real name is T'Challa, king and protector of the fictional African nation called Wakanda, along with possessing enhanced abilities achieved through ancient Wakandan rituals. Tichala also relies on his proficiency in science, physical training, hand-to-hand combat skills, and access to wealth and advanced technology to combat his enemies. So, how do we know this Tichala better, or who is Tichala? A lot of you would have seen this person or heard of this Tichala somewhere. So, how do we better know this Tichala? So, this question, your answer should have two words. Okay, if you have written down the answer to this question, we will go on to the last question in the prelims. Okay, this is a silly question, fun question. Fill in the name of the dinosaur using that equation. What is the disruptor for a time raptor? Okay, so it's like these are not real words. There's nothing called time disruptor or a time raptor, but it might remind you of something else, right? So what do you think a disruptor by a time raptor equals? It's the name of a dinosaur species that existed very long back, tens of millions years ago, but is now extinct. So what you can give, or you have to give me a single word, or if you can identify that from the picture, then fine. You can use the picture as a clue to give the name of the dinosaur or the species of dinosaur. Okay, again, just one different movies, some point. Right, right. The movie came out when we were probably your age. Okay, I'll go back to the beginning. Maybe the first 4 or 5 questions I'll just be a little slow because these two teams came a little late. Otherwise, we'll go fast. Okay, just make sure you written down the answer against the right question number. So in 1969, so few questions have multiple choices. You have to choose one of the four. So this is one of them. In 1699, the ruler of Chandragiri granted a lease of land to Francis State, which later became a great Indian metropolis. Which city was founded this way in 1639? Is it Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, or Chennai? Okay, you have to write one of the four. Going on to the next question. The winner of which event, which is in the news and will be in the news, is given this trophy. Okay, which event? Question 3. Edward VII, who was then, before becoming the king, was the Prince of Wales, visited Jaipur. So, for example, Bombay is called Maximum City or something, or Bangalore is called Silicon Valley of India or something. So, Jaipur has a name. So, what name does Jaipur have, or what was done to Jaipur to give it the now is common to those, or yeah, it's common to those items that you see in those pictures. Question 14, who is this Jala? Again, who is protector of a fictional kingdom called Wakanda? What's another name that he goes by? And the last question, what is this species of dinosaur called? You can use that equation as a clue, or if you know it, even without that, it's good. You can write that down. Okay, I'll give you about 30 seconds to finish writing your. Make sure you put down your school name, TV, and your name, and then we'll start collecting your answer sheets. Setting a pinata. Please hand over your answer.
All of you given your answer sheet? Okay. Yeah, we'll put them. Correct பண்ணிட்டு find the spot for the we will go for the so we'll give for how many people do we have? We have with pen. Yeah. Yeah, you can give it to me. I can. I think so. Can I borrow your pen? I go on the job. Will.
Answer சொல்லும்போது again each question just put one tick or X or something. If it is wrong, don't do anything. Just two boxes at the top. First one is எவ்வளோ கரெக்டோ அதை வந்து is correct. Just put one against it. Don't put tick or X or something. If it is wrong, don't do anything. Okay. the students, you can shout out the answer if you know the answer. Save the question. Okay, what is the answer? Right, this is Chennai. Okay, if they have Chennai, give 1 point. Correctors have any doubts? Please call me. I will correlate which answer is correct and wrong. Okay, question 2. Correctors are going to first. Please let me know. Question 2. Yeah, if they have written FIFA or Football World Cup, anything to do with Football World Cup or FIFA World Cup, you can give 1 point. Okay, quite a few. Okay, good to see. Okay. So if they have written Pink City, give them 1 point. Okay, let's see now. Penguin and swan, whatever is the first answer they have given, take that as the team wanted to hedge and write 2 birds. Whatever is the first answer they put, take that. Right? If they have written swan as the second answer, mark it wrong. Okay. Where is this? Yeah, this looks like Mahabalipuram, but it's not Mahabalipuram. Hampi is correct. Okay, good answer. Who has got that? Looks like a few teams did get that. This is Hampi. What is this? I heard from someone there. Not Pepsi, but that's something I mentioned as an example. Oreos is correct. Right? How many of you like Oreos? How many of you don't like Oreos? Okay, a few people. Okay. If they have written Oreo, give them a point. Okay. Correct. A lot of you seem to have got this right. This is indeed Sardar Vallabhbhai. Okay. I didn't know this before I saw this question. Okay. Okay. Who is the sexual detective? Sherlock Holmes. Correct. Have any of you seen the series with his sister, Enola Holmes? Okay. There's a new one out. Have you seen the new one, Enola Holmes 2? Okay. I'm told that is better than the first one. Okay. Good. The next question. Okay. Yeah. No, we need Holmes. Okay, for the previous question, let me just go back. Just Holmes is, that's his surname, right? So, correct surname, but right, Yuvraj Singh and you have written Harbhajan Singh, you will be marked wrong. Okay? Again, if they have just written must, give them a point. They don't have to write Elon must. Elon is the first name, it's not needed. I don't think too many people have the surname must, so we know who they are referring to. Okay, moving on to the next question. Emoji is correct. Good answer. Okay. Characters are okay. Next question. If you have written Kalki or Kalki Krishnamurti, give them the point. Or Y at the end doesn't matter. Still sounds the same. So give them points for slight variations in spelling. Don't give them a point. That's 6 letters. Okay. Moving on to the next question. Fine. This is Peter. Give them points. No, not number. Okay, if they have written METER or METRE, give them the point. One is an American spelling, one is a British spelling. So what's the one on the top left? It's called multimeter, right? It measures voltage, current, and all that. So then there's a odometer, which measures distance. Then there's like a parking meter on the bottom left, and on top right is measuring tape. I guess that's just 1 meter long. Right? So all of these have the word meter in them. Okay, question 14. How many of you have seen the movie? Or how many of you have not seen the movie? In that movie you were. Okay, but you somehow you still got it without seeing the movie. Yes. And after this, velociraptor. That's just joke. So the written velociraptor, give them a point. Even if it's okay. Okay. We'll give total these scores and then who will go on stage and so on. Okay, for the characters, you count all the ones and put it in the scores. Yes? And all the ones for the star.
Okay. How was your experience of the quiz? Some of you are saying, huh? But whatever it was, did you all learn something new today? That is the important part, isn't it? What did you learn? What was something you didn't know but now which you know? Oreos. Oh, okay. Nobody knew about the Oreos, is it? I also didn't know, but I took the clue from what Mr. Rajagopal said. He said it's black and white. That gave me the clue that because that is the only thing we know which is black and white, from which we eat edible. What else? How many of you knew Velociraptor? Yeah. Speedoraptor. That's also a good answer. Hey, they should get a point for Speedoraptor, Rajagopal. Okay. So, teachers, did you all learn something new today? Teachers? Yes? No? Yes means if we got in a no, not if we got in a yes? Yes. Okay, great. So, there were many questions which I didn't know. You know which one I didn't know? I couldn't guess the one which had 4 pictures. And it said one word was common. And I kept breaking my head and I couldn't get it. So, it was nice to know that. Gauri, was there something you didn't know today and you learned? Yeah, many. Many. Gauri says many. If you had done this, how much would you have got, Gauri? One? Okay. So, the important thing is, did you all enjoy the quiz until now? Yeah. Whether you knew a question or you didn't know whether you knew the answer or not, it really made you think, isn't it? Yeah, that is important, right? Because the minute you are thinking and you're talking to your teammates, we saw all of you discussing so animatedly, trying to get the answer. Those of you who knew it were so happy. Those of you who okay, yeah, tea vegetables, please help yourselves to some tea and biscuits while we continue. So, by the way, I forgot to introduce myself. I forgot to tell you my name at the beginning. My name is Saraswati, and I'm one of the co-founders of this, which means that I helped along with others to start the company. Gauri. Thank you so much. Gauri is my co-founder. She and I and a third friend. will tell you something interesting. How long do you think Gauri and I know each other? Huh? 5 years? 7 childhood. Childhood. Yes. Gauri and I first met when we were both in 9th standard. And we were classmates. And, oh, we're clapping for that also. But don't ask me what I studied in 9th standard. I don't remember that, okay? Especially if it was physics and math, I would get very scared. Who loves math? Oh, super. We should clap for them. Yes, clap. Who loves physics? Who loves English? Very good. Who loves physical arts? Drawing, painting, music, dance. Oh, very nice. So we have a nice mix of everyone here. So, by the way, students, you might be hungry now, so you are welcome to eat your snacks while the grading is going on. You are welcome to please have some tea at this point. So, okay, I'm going to ask you a question now, and I'd like you all to answer. Okay. Hola, ¿cómo está? Hello, how are you? Which language was that? Okay. How many of you knew that answer truthfully? How many of you knew that? That it was Spanish. Okay, some of you knew that. Very good. ¿Qué nace? ¿Qué nace? Bengali. How did you know that was Bengali? You lived in Kolkata. I also lived in Kolkata. So, able to answer? No, because you were trying to guess what is she saying, which language. Some of you guessed Japanese, some of you guessed Chinese, and then he guessed Bengali or the language. Okay? It meant how are you? And then when I asked in Spanish, ¿Cómo está? Many of you, how did you know that, by the way? Song. Oh. Which song? Maybe I shouldn't ask that. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. I shouldn't ask that. Okay. So because of that, you all heard that. So you know that it was Spanish, right? Now, what if I came here today? Okay. I don't know Tamil. Actually, we have Abhijit. Abhijit is in our team, right? Abhijit, Konjam. He says Konjam. Would you be able to talk to them in Tamil? No, he wouldn't be able to talk. So that is the beauty of India, isn't it? What is so beautiful about many things beautiful? Diversity. I know. There is no country in the world that has the diversity in language, in culture that we have. And that is something we should be very, very proud of. I lived for about 2 years in Oman, in Muscat, which is in the Sultanate of Oman. I also lived for about 14 years in the United States of America. And what I was very amazed by is the fact that in our country we have so many languages. No other country has so many languages. In fact, other countries, they ask us, how come you people know so many languages? How many languages do you all know? How many of you here know at least 2 languages? Raise your hand. Wait, I'm coming. Okay, excellent. All of us know, no? Tamil, English, definitely. How many of you here know 3 languages? Anybody knows 4? 5? Oh, very nice. 6? But see, this is let's give ourselves a big round of applause. See that we have, and to be very proud of it. But that also means that it gives us a very interesting challenge, isn't it? What is that challenge?
Understanding each other.
Fauzana. Understanding each other. When we have so many languages, the common language becomes English. Because people can understand something, right? Now, when I first went to the United States, they also speak English. In fact, they speak only English, but there were so many things that I could not understand. Even though Even though I spoke English, there were many things I couldn't understand. Right? Sometimes it's the way that they speak, which is the accent, but sometimes it's the words also. So, for example, we call the what we call the pavement on the road, correct? Where we all walk. We say pavement, no? I didn't say that I was telling someone asking something about pavement, and they kept looking at me like, what is wrong with her? And I couldn't understand why. And I kept pointing, pavement. And they said, oh, you mean the sidewalk. It's called, not called pavement, right? But then, you know what they call the same thing in the United Kingdom, in London? They don't say pavement, they don't say sidewalk, they say something else. I think they say curve. K-E-R-V. Okay. The place in the wall where we put in our wires, what do we call that? Outlet? Or we say plug. Somebody said plug or outlet. But in America, they don't call it outlet, they don't call it plug. They have a totally different word for it, which I didn't know. Even though I didn't know. Socket. That's right. So, when you actually, they say outlet, we say socket. It's the other way around. See, I'm getting confused again now. So then plug means what you use to clean the toilet. So yeah, so they were looking at me like, why have you come to the electrical shop to buy a plug? And I said, no, the thing which goes in, then I had to do damsharats. How many people play damsharats? Nice fun game, no? So I had to start doing damsharats in the shop. I want this. So he's looking at me like, you want what? I said, and then 10 minutes, 15 minutes, they still not understanding me. And at that time, we didn't have phones. I'm talking about 20 years ago. I didn't have a phone. So I couldn't Google anything. Like you all do now. You don't. And then finally, I think somehow that person understood and said, for each of these questions related to the topic, you can have a paragraph. Let's